Greetings and salutations. Happy full blue moon in Aquarius. Happy Aquarius moon. And this is the beginning of Virgo season. So happy Virgo season. Today I'm gonna go into some information about this full moon, the blue moon, the Aquarius moon, and then I'm gonna go down each zodiac and let you guys know what the cosmic forecast is in store for you all during this cosmic event, do this esoteric event, do this cosmic course of alignment and releasing. So it's moon day, and it is the day of the blue full moon, and this phase officially creates full illumination around 1:26, so right before 1:30 Central Standard Time. So if you are on the East Coast, it'll be around 2:30 for you all. In the Pacific time, it'll be around 11 o'clock, 11:30, 11:26. 11:25 in that time range when you will be under full illumination of this super blue moon. Now, this is the moon that the Native Americans, the indigenous, would like to call the sturgeon moon. Every moon has a name, especially when you're dealing with the Celtic and the Druid community. They have a different moon every month, and it's associated with a tree and things of that nature. So this particular moon is the sturgeon moon, and the sturgeon moon is when the sturgeon fish are easier to catch and they are abundant. It's plentiful, as there's a many of fish out there in the sea to catch, or the ocean or the lake, the water, wherever sturgeon, mainly Lake Michigan, the Great Lakes areas where sturgeons are predominantly found or migrate. So if you are a fisherman, if you are an angler, if you are an angler, then you know this is the time that is most prosperous for you to obtain the sturgeon fish. This is also known as the grain moon, when it is time to start gathering your grains and preparing for the harvest season that is amongst us. We are at the ending of the summer season, and we are about to start ushering in the autumnal equinox in the fall energies, which is my favorite time of the season. So that's the information about the sturgeon moon. Now, it's a super moon because this phase happens to bring the moon closest to the Earth's orbit than any other time throughout the year. And in addition to that, this is the third out of 4 moons this year. Each year, we tend to have 3 full moons, 1 moon for each of the seasons. So you have 4 seasons, allegedly 4 seasons here in the Western world, and there's a moon for 3 of the moons, 1 for each season. Now, whenever you have leap year, it changes things up, it throws the alignment off, and now we are at the moment where we're going to have 4 full moons this year, and this is the 3rd full moon this year under the Sturgis Aquarius energy. So this is why it's considered a blue moon. A blue moon happens every 2.5 years. I should have a video on my YouTube channel that talked about the last blue moon and kind of gave a, not a prediction, but foresight unto what the energies and things are going on as of right now. So if you do a flashback and you watch that video, you're going to have some aha moments, and you're going to see some things that I spoke about 2.5 years ago that have already transpired and happened this year. So Every 2.5 years, there's a blue moon. It's a rare event, a rare occasion. And this one happens to be also making 4 moons of the year instead of 3. So we're at the 3rd installment of the full moon. It's going to go into full illumination around 13:26. I do military time, so 13:26 is 1:26 for those who stand on standard time. Now getting into the cosmic forecast for your zodiacs. Supermoon, it's close, it's in perigee. So the effects of the moon is going to be magnified. So Cancers, people born under the moon on a moon day, who are sensitive to the moon, to have a strong connection with the moon, you're going to be highly affected today. Your intuition will be heightened, so pay attention to yourself, pay attention to your intuition, and allow yourself to heighten your psyche, your psychic abilities, your connection with the spirit realm or to the higher realms of existence. Now, also with the Cancers, with this being close to the Earth's orbit and being in the perigee status, it can cause some of you all to feel a little more emotional than usual. So just understand that this is because of the status of the moon and where it is. Now I can get into the cosmic forecast on today. So for the Aries, this Aquarius super blue moon is highlighting your 11th house. Your 11th house is about how you are going to elevate in the public eye. How are you going to expand your network? This is what this super blue moon is highlighting for you, Aries. It's time to broaden your network, expand your network, and pay attention to the shift in your friends. Things may have been going well with the people that you have in your circle, but pay attention, things are going to shift. Pay attention to how these friends are supportive of you or how they are not. Pay attention to how some may only be around when things are good and not around when things are bad. Start watching patterns, seeing patterns, and making sure that you are aligning yourself with people who truly have your best interests at hand and not wanting to be attached to that star power that is you. Now, for the Taurians, the Taurus energy, this moon phase is highlighting your 10th house. And this is all about a career shift for you all, Taurans. This is a big career shift, so this is the time for you to either consider changing up careers, like these different phases, these different alignments in the cosmos have been preparing the Taurus for a new shift in career and with their family structure, getting in close with your family, building a stronger relationship with your family. But this super blue moon is all about your career status. Are you tired of the career that you are in? Well, it's time to go ahead and start seeking other options and start putting in the practical planning to shift your career or switch your career. You can shift things or you can switch things up. It's time. Also, making sure that you are working on your public image. This is the time for you guys to be highlighted, Taurians. Some of you guys are stepping up into the spotlight, and it's going to cause for a lot of more responsibility from you. Good thing that you are a Taurus, because Taurians tend to be very responsible. So this is the time for you to exude the responsible nature that you have and work on your public image. Your public image is about to be highlighted, and you are going to ascend in areas that you probably wouldn't have expected to ascend. Also create a new design, a new logo, a new image, a new brand for this shift that is occurring. Now we're getting into the Geminis. For you Geminians out there, this is going to highlight your 9th house. This is about your travel and your expansion. This is the house of Sagittarius. So with this being your polar opposite energy, Gemini, it's time for you guys to get out and travel more, explore more, use that curiosity that you have about things and travel to these different locations and to feed that curiosity that you may have. Also, this is the opportunity under this super full blue moon in Aquarius to work on your higher knowledge, because Aquarius is an air sign. It's the humanitarian, so it's about the elevating of your knowledge and your perspective. So working on your higher knowledge and your higher perspective and understanding, like under the Lionsgate portal peak on the 8/8, nothing is going to make sense, so don't even try to make sense of it. So under this super blue moon, it's also that same energy. Instead of trying to make sense of things, find that silver lining. There's a opposition, there's a yang and a yin to everything in life. If something is rocky or not flowing the way you want it to, find that silver lining and switch things up. This moon is about switching things up, flipping the perspective. Now, for your Cancers, this is your 8th house. And under the 8th house, this is all about your transformation. This is going to be a transformational period for you all. And this is the time to get a little more romantically passionate. This is the time to step into your dark side, your secret side, and let go of that freaky side. The things that you've been thinking about trying, that you've been wanting to try, you may have been scared to try, you may have been reserved about trying. Okay, put on the freak hat. For the ladies, put on your freakum dress. This is the time to get real experimental in the bedroom for your Cancers. None of that prudentness. This is the time to exude that other side that you don't show often. So get freaky, get nasty, and let go of a lot of things that have been holding you back. And in addition to that, tap into your inner voice and connect with your inner child. And this is a moment to heal those inner child wounds and to start healing from that, because of course Chiron is in retrograde up until December, so it's going to bring a lot of inner child energy out. So that's for you guys under the Cancer. It's your 8th house, house of Scorpio. Get freaky, get nasty, still keep it close to home, still keep it, safe and comfortable. For the Leos, this is in your 7th house. The super blue moon has highlighted your 7th house. So this is the moment where you can start considering long-term relationships or partnerships. The people that you communicate with today moving forward should only be around you to help build and expand what you already have. And they are not to be temporary. They are to be long-term. These are people that you can build a partnership with, a business with, and don't have to worry about things falling or failing. These people are going to be around for longevity. So make sure you have the right people around you, so you don't have to be worried about things that you shouldn't be worried about, and be focused on succeeding and being successful, because this is a time for you all to step up and be proud and be courageous and be confident, Leos. Virgo, this is the time for self-focus. This is not the time to be pointing fingers at everybody else. This is not the time to be pointing out other people's issues and problems. It's time to point that finger inward to yourself and handle your business. Self-focus. Change up your routine. If you are tired of doing the same thing, find a new way to do it. Switch things up. And you do not want anybody catching on to your pattern. So out with the old, in with the new. Change it up. Throw that curveball. Give them that change up. If you are into sports and you understand the baseball lingo. Also, this is the opportunity for you to make things right. You guys are very critical. Virgos are very, very critical You may have hurt some feelings in the past, so this is your opportunity to make things right. Yes, this is the moment to express yourself and allow yourself to speak freely, but also being mindful on how. Just because you have a voice and that you have the power to use it doesn't mean that you just go out there and intentionally be negative and critical and condescending. Make things right. Focus on yourself and change shit up. Okay, Virgo? Now, for the Libras, this is highlighting the 5th house. And this 5th house is going to be about our passions, our familiar structure, our creative expansion. So it's time to get creative and do more things. Most Libras are multifaceted, multi-talented, have a lot of multis. Can't make up their decision because they have multiple viewpoints. So this is the time, Libra, to use all of the multis that you have and expand them into all of the different directions that you see yourself going. If it's art, expand in the art. If it's music, which is a part of art, expand in the music. If it's your spirituality, expand in there. Finding a way to create more of what you already have and to reach more people than you have so that you can receive more. It's time to boss up and level up financially, Libras. So get out there and expand your creative focus. Switch things to your passion. Doing things that you're passionate about, not things that you have to do, that you're forced to do, that you feel like you should do. Only focusing on the things that bring you passion and expanding on that, just to be a little more clear and precise on that expansion. And Scorpios, this is all about your family dynamic because your 4th house is highlighted. And so working on your family structure, your family dynamics, and your physical home, switching up the feng shui. Again, everything's about switching up, but for every sign is something different. Aries, they have to switch up their friends. Taurus, switching up your career. Libra, switching up your perspective. So now when we're here at Scorpios, it's time to change things up around the house. Moving your furniture around. Bringing different items in that create a more aligned energy for you in your safe place. For Sagittarians, this is in your 3rd house, the house of creativity and communication, mainly communication. 3rd house, the house of Gemini, so it's about communication. So this is also polar energy for you as well, Sagittarians. So get out of your comfort zone and get shit off your chest. Express and communicate what it is and how it is that you are feeling. And then while you are communicating and getting things off your chest, how can you be a pillar in your community? What can you do to give back to the community? And how have you celebrated those in the community that have supported you or that have helped you out? These are the things that you should be focusing on right now, Sagittarians. Get things off your chest, speaking up, speaking out, and doing things for people in the community or for the community where you are. And if you don't like things the way they are in the community and where you are, then this is the opportunity for you to make things happen and change things up. Switch things up in the community that you do not approve of. So that is your opportunity to do something about it and be about it. Now for the Capricorns, for the last 6 months or so, you guys have had a financial hardship and burden. Some of you guys have lost some things, a lot of things, family, mainly physical assets, mainly material assets has been on the decline for the Capricorn. So under this Aquarian, humanitarian, giving, super blue moon, start working on budgeting your finances. Create a whole new budget because money is going to start flowing back to you, but you got to get that stagnation out the way first. You got to work on how you're going to utilize and manipulate and use the funds that are coming in. How can you do something different than what you were doing? So when this money come in, you have a new switch of perspective and perception to where you can handle and manage those funds better. So you do not have to go down this downward spiral again. So right now, you're at a stagnant state. You've been going downward, downward, downward. So now it's at a pause. It's at a standstill. This is the opportunity for you to start building and getting things in order so that you can go on the ascending. But you got to do some budgeting first. And be prepared to lose a little more. But your assets will be replenished. You just got to do that work. For the Aquarians, this is your moon. This is the phase that is highlighting your first house. So this is about new beginnings. This is about yourself, going in deeper, Aquarians. What can you do more for the public? How can you be of a service to fulfill yourself? Like there's a gap, there's a void. You Aquarians have done a lot so far, especially when it comes to humanitarianism, and you're looking for something else to do now. Okay, so what else can I do? I've done this, I've done that. All right, maybe I should open this up, or maybe I should do this, or maybe I should work on this. Yes, to all of it. Open this up, start that business, do this. This is a clean slate for you all to just start new with those fresh ideas, those bright ideas, and those ideas that are going to help others along with yourself. So do a deep inner reflection onto what matters to you the most. And whatever that is that matters to you the most, when you do that deep reflection, that's what you can build on to create a new business opportunity, a new form of community service, whatever it is. This is your canvas to create that on. Now for the Pisces, you're at home in your 12th house. We started from the head with Aries, and now we're at the feet with Pisces. So Pisces, you're highlighted on the 12th house. So this is about your ending of cycles. This is about closure. Things are coming to an end. Old patterns, old perspectives, old relationship. I would say patterns, but the way you saw things, relationship perspectives, perceptions. How you were in a relationship in the past is not how you are in relationships now. You reflected on how you were as a husband, a wife, a girlfriend, a boyfriend, or whomever, and now it's time to change that and build and grow with others that can appreciate the new found, evolved energy that you are. Connecting with your subconscious, paying attention to your intuition, and strengthening your intuition and your connection. It's time to release the delusions. Oh, this is gonna work out. This is no. If it's not gonna work out, it's not gonna work out. Get out of that dreamland. Accept reality for what it is. Accept things for what it is. But hold on to your vision. Releasing the delusions does not mean that you release your vision. Hold on to your vision. Pay attention to your dreams, but be practical and realistic about the things that you are dwelling on or that you are harnessing on. Get real, get right, and get within yourself to end those cycles and to be open with a new vision and perspective. So that is the cosmic forecast for this super blue moon. So exclusively starting today on Bigo Live, I will be doing my Hollywood horoscope segment of the Cosmic Forecast. So I'll be going over your favorite celebrities' charts, breaking them down, giving you a little more insight on who they are, what makes them tick, and why they are the way they are, exclusively on Bigo at 1700 hours, which is 5 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time, Monday through Friday. And this is only for the rest of August and the month of September. After that, I will be returning Hollywood horoscopes. But this is the comedic community. The same way I keep things cosmic, I do the comedic information, the Egyptian, I keep it black on the Coffee Network, KOFI. So if you are interested in learning the Kemetic, the Egyptian, the African spirituality, and how everything is connected and was taken to use for the Eastern and the Western astrology and cosmology and spirituality practices and all of that, then follow me on Coffee and you can get the black side of everything, the African side, the authentic, the original side of all of that. So that is all. Galactic gratitude for your listenership and your viewership, and until the next video, elevated enlightenment.